Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode with me, the Boatman. Yeah, we're over at the miner's house. You might be asking why. Well, I had to think of a really good place to put the newest farm. So I decided to put it down in the mine. Yep, down in the mine, and that's where we are gonna be heading. So let's get to it. There we go. Alright, we're gonna go down here, we're gonna take a look at this. It's a working farm. It's a little rough. But I decided I wanted to play with the creaking. Yeah, I know the creaking's been out for a while, but it is a mob that I had never even thought about working with. Then we have this huge pale oak grove. I've already built a pathway to it. In the nether, it's the most dangerous pathway we're going to travel. But yeah, I'll take you over there. I'll show you exactly how I got my stuff, which is pretty simple. You wait until night, you wait till the creaking spawn, then you smack around, find a heart, bring it back. And I started with just one heart. And now I have 18 on a shifting wall that I built. Did all the timings, no tutorial. This was my design. I did put the furnaces up above. The reason I'm staying back here is because I know it's getting close to night. So I put the furnaces up above so it would be lossless, just to keep the resin from popping on top of the logs and everything. So, but yeah, it's 0% lossless. We are getting about 5,000 drops of resin in about a night cycle. If you can gather up a bunch of creaking in the correct spot. And I got really, really close, and I got some footage for you, and I'll show you that here now. Alright, and now, as you can see, you can just see all the little resin, little areas flying back and forth, and I think I was smacking 7 of them around at this time, and it turned out working out pretty well. So, I mean, this is what essentially I did for one night cycle. This is just a few couple minutes. Like I said, you'll get some that spawn every once in a while back further, which is why I need to optimize this and get them all up right in front of here by the little end of the protective barrier. That way the farm would be optimized. I did change a little bit of the timing so it doesn't build up quite as much on the wall, so it kicks it off quicker, and it ends up giving us a lot more pieces. So this is what I really wanted to achieve on this, and I think I did a fairly decent job. So yeah, it was quite a chore getting everything to work. So, but yeah, this is how I spent part of my day yesterday and this morning, getting ready and working and able to show you guys, if you want resin, this is actually one of the easiest ways to, well, in fact, it is the easiest way to get it, is just to farm it. So, but yeah, I just wanted to show you a little bit of this and talk to you about it, and then we'll get back to our recording. Alright, as you can see, it's pretty simple. I had them all gathered right here at the end. I'm smacking with my sweeping edge sword. Looting does not make a difference, folks. It doesn't, not in this case, because you're doing buildup of resin. It doesn't, I did not notice any difference between a diamond sword with sweeping, mending, and unbreaking than my good sword here, which, as you can see, I've worn down quite a bit. So, what we've got, I'm trying to figure out a way to optimize this to get it in. I am working on the timings of the shifting wall so the resin doesn't build up all the way on it, so it keeps replenishing as I smack these guys. But I'm thinking if I build this wall out towards me 3 and this wall out towards 3, I can put in some water sources over here that's going to flush them this direction, and then I can flush them into a spot right down here. That is something I'm working on the design for. just so I can get them all right in one spot, real easy, all by a by a hit of a button, you know. So yeah, that's what we're going to be working on. I don't know if we'll get to that today, but I wanted you guys to see this brand new farm. There they are, yay! We got a whole bunches of them. All right, let's go this way, and then we turn around, and oh, look at that big group. So you can pick one side, and the other ones will come over. And as you noticed in the footage, all the little sparklies go to the white oak, create resin. The resin gets knocked off on the wall. But yeah, tell you what, let me go ahead. I will bring you back. We'll take a look at how much we got from this expedition here in just a moment. As you can see, I was able to get a few more of them over here. It should just about be coming up. Yep, there's morning. All right. So, now I know in the chest down below, there were 27 stacks plus 34 in the chest. So, let's go take a look, see what we've got, what's still coming in. Oh yeah, we're still rolling pretty good here. Yep. So we'll let this finish coming in, and then we'll see what all we've got. Alrighty guys, so we ended up filling up this double chest. Ended up filling up that hopper. And that. We actually ended up with 32 plus 14 resin clumps out of that particular overnight session. Oh, sorry. I think this farm works really, really well. It's not overpowered. It's as powered as you want it to be. If you don't want to get as much resin, don't swing as much. Now, the only thing I might do is put in a auto crafter down there. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. But let's, and this is the stuff I got just from playing around. So, you know. So if you do the math, you know, times 64, you know, that's 2,000 drops in an overnight session. You know, just over. So if you do that by hour, times that by 3, we're over, I mean, you're over 6,100 for an hour's time, you know, which isn't bad. I mean, if anybody would like, I could do a tutorial on this if you really want me to, although I will say my redstone is a spaghetti mess. But it was kind of hard to get it to work where it was doing a double shifting wall all off the same timer for me. But I got it to work. It took me forever to get the timings right on this thing. So, yeah. And then I had to go around, mob proof, well, spawn proof the whole area over here. Because they kept spawning outside the box, you know. But now that I have it all spawn proof, they're all spawning inside the box, which is great. Like I said, I just got to figure out a way to get them all. I want them all right at the end here. So yeah, that's that'll be the next little plan. But right now, we are actually going to head out to Riverside because I forgot to show you. I have finished the marina owner's home. So I'll be right back with you as soon as I get out there. Alright, so here we are at the marina owner's house. As you can see, I put a bunch more azalea trees in the whole area. Threw down some oak, some bushes. I decorated the patios. Decorated the back of the house. A lot of wildflowers. Just some oak, some azalea. You know, I think this ended up looking really, really good. One thing you do have to do is hop up on the azalea bushes to get back over and around. So, but yeah, this is where we're at. I got the pools in. We have the interior decorated. We got the couches, love seat, the TV, end table, kitchen table. Yeah, the kitchen, the bedroom, places for the family photos. You know, I love this orange carpet in this room. It just like pops really, really well. Got an armoire, dresser, you know, just a little sitting area with a desk. Got the bathroom in here with the shower with the control knob. You know, so yeah, this turned out really, really well. I like it. I like it a lot. Those are his fish that he's caught, the biggest ones that he's caught. So, but yeah, we're gonna need to take a nap, and then we will go take a look at a couple other little items. All right, so we punched a new hole in the wall here because it's out there a little ways, guys. But you know, it's over here. I could have taken it right off the end hallway, but I decided I didn't want to do that, so I just went down here. I did put down some carpeting temporarily. So yeah, I dug this out. This is pretty much, I gotta run all the way out here. This is like the most dangerous path. Goes through basalt deltas, it goes through, I think, a soul sand. But where it ends up is very particularly interesting, because I had no idea that this was out here. So yeah, it was fun and interesting when I popped in from the grove, just outside of the Pale Oak Grove that I popped into, that I flew to. And then, but yeah, this was an interesting place to come out. Give me a second, I'll get over there and then we'll take a look. Alright, so we pop out into a forest here. We've got hoglins, we've got all sorts of nasties just chilling, waiting to kill us. But the biggest thing is this. We ended up coming right into a bastion. Not a real good place, but let's go over through here. We'll take a look. Now, I do not have any of this lit up out here, guys. I built a little walkway. I have a little house with storage here. Just something real quick. I didn't want to be right in the Pale Oak Grove. I didn't really want to disturb it that much, so I decided to put this over here. Just had to dig a short little tunnel. You can see the light at the end, at least. I mean, that's a good thing. Go through a couple caves. So we're going to make this a little bit better tunnel. We're going to make it a little bit bigger, wider. I think a little taller. Yeah, we're going to go a little bit taller. This is, I mean, I'm going to add some decorative blocks in here, but this is essentially going to be the main style of the path going through. And then this is the small Pale Oak Grove that I originally got the heart in. The tree was right over here. Actually, you can see I left some wood. Let me grab that real quick. But yeah, that, oh, and all right. Actually, you can see it's still somewhat, the tree is still somewhat despawning because I left the area right away. So, but yeah, this is an amazing little area. I need to eat. I'm out of food, which is not good. But this Pale Oak Grove is humongous. I mean, look at this. You come over here, you could have a field day in this little oak grove. It's huge. It goes on what seems like forever at some points. But yeah, I haven't really played too much in here yet. I'm really trying to decide what I want to do over there. Just got to get back over here. Got steps going down. So, but yeah, I'm probably going to build a bridge over to that at some point, and then maybe put some sort of a house or something in that. I think it would be fun to be guarded by Creakings at night. Just remember, don't go out. Okay. So, all right. Let's get back over to the other thing. I got one more thing I want to show you guys. So let me get over there and I will be right back with you. Alrighty. We have a new glass building at the waypoint. And what this holds was the majority of my work from yesterday. I mapped my whole area like I have in the map room. Copied a bunch of those. And then I started mapping this area out here all the way out to Riverside. And then to give you the breadth and the size of what Katana is working on, this doesn't even begin to do it justice. because there's even more over here. There's more to the north that I can't even get on the map yet. She's got rail coming in here, coming around, just taking a meandering journey that comes in, and then it'll leads to, where's that? Here we go. This building here, and this building here. Yeah, she's running a gigantic rail around the whole system, and there's actually true usable rail carts underneath there, underneath what she's building, so you're going to be able to ride that rail all the way around if you want to. So, but yeah, this is what I spent a majority of the day yesterday doing, along with about 8 hours on that resin farm, guys. The build, and then the redstone, and then the timing. The timing was probably the hardest part, because I had it timed in a single player world over on my test world. And then I brought it over here, and all the timings were off. It took me forever to get that done. So, but let me go in here, grab a nap, and then we will go on to our next update, which is part of the list of things that I still needed to complete. So, I don't know why I did that. Alright, so we'll be back in a moment once we get to our final destination of the day. Now, as you know, part of the to-do list that I have was to build another hub and then beautify these tunnels. Well, yeah, I started working. We already got the one for the end done. That one looks nice and pretty. And then also a little bit, I came over here. I went out to the Guardian farm, and I worked on building this area. You know, it's all just built with stuff you find out there. So, except for the carpet. The carpet I added. But I think that carpet goes really, really well in this room. I still have to decide what I want to do with the ceiling. I mean, I don't have to worry about things spawning on it. Because you won't be able to get in. But yeah, and I changed the way that this path, so you no longer come up a stair and then go down a stair to get into this. I just leveled it all out, which helped me achieve my height here. So I want to make this a little bit higher. We'll get to that, and then, but yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the updates along with the new resin farm. Like I said, if you want a tutorial where you've shown how, or a schematic on how to build that, drop me a comment in the, just leave me a comment. And while you're down there, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. So I'm going to go ahead. This is where I'm going to finish up for today, guys. So be good to yourself. Be good to others. And I'll see you later.